Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Check out that jacket.
I said that I wouldn't come back here until I had this screen jacket, so I'm glad I made it
You're
back.
a man of your words.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the Masters.
Thank you.
Rory, I'm so happy for you, bud. Hard work, bud.
Yeah, it took me a while, but I got there in the end.
Yeah, I mean, you did it in the most dramatic way, too. A playoff?
I wish.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I know. Everyone comes up to me and they're like, "Oh, you don't know what you put us through on that Sunday." I was like, "How do you think I was feeling?"
I mean, seriously, it was so emotional. This is the iconic photo of here winning right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this. I mean, you obviously didn't see it from this angle. You are that. Yeah. But tell me about this moment. This is your 17th time playing the tournament.
Yeah.
You just won. And what are you thinking?
I'm just thinking, thank goodness that is over. So it was 17th time playing the tournament. On my third time playing way back in 2011, I had a 4-shot lead going into the final round. Wasn't able to win. So it had been 14 years since that. 11 years trying to achieve the career Grand Slam. And I'd go back every year and I'd, put my positive hat on and I'd go with a good attitude. And, every time I'd leave on that Sunday night and it wouldn't happen. And you start to think, is it ever going to be your time?
Did I miss it?
Did I miss it? Have I lost my opportunity? And, I think there's a good message in there about never giving up and keep coming back and be strong, be resilient. And, that patience paid off.
It absolutely did. I watched the whole thing. I wasn't playing. You were in it. But I was watching the whole thing, and you're coming in with the lead.
Yeah.
And then first hole, you double bogey.
Yeah. Perfect way to start.
But that would have ruined everything. I mean,
yeah,
not really. Honestly, I don't take it that seriously, so I would laugh, but not if I was you.
Yeah. So for me, I felt like, I approached that Sunday a little differently than, say like 2011 when I had my first opportunity. I had a 2-shot lead. I thought if I can go out and shoot 4 under par today, I'm probably going to win the tournament. Okay. So it was a way for me to make everything else irrelevant. I'm not going to look at what my playing partner's doing. I'm not going to look at the leaderboard. I'm going to try to get into my own world.
I love that.
If I shoot 4 under par today,
I got it.
I'm going to win the Masters.
That's your new goal.
So even when I doubled the first, it was like, well, I can still shoot 4 under par. I know I can do that. So
that was in your head.
That was the whole mindset behind it. And that's, for me, I felt like I lost the Masters in 2011 because I started to look around. I started to look at what the other guys on the course were doing. I started to look at the leaderboard. I started to play math in my head about, okay, well, if he's done that, I can do this. And so
because you can't turn it off. You just
and you also can't control what they do. Right? That's golf. It's not as if you're on the football field and you can tackle someone or you can't control what they do, but they also can't control what you do. So if you give yourself a target, you give yourself this objective of, okay, I'm going to try to shoot 4 under par today, that's all you can do. And if you do that and you achieve that objective, then hopefully this thing, is the result of what you've just done.
It looks fantastic. Congratulations again. I'm just so...
Thank you.
It's amazing what you did.
Thank you.
4 rounds of golf in 4 days. I mean, you're busy, but when you're not golfing, what are you doing?
I think the week of the Masters, for me, I'm just trying to distract myself with doing anything. I'm trying not to watch coverage of the tournament. So I'm trying not to watch anything about the golf. I'm trying not to even you sort of try to avoid sports. You try to just not look at the sports news. So read a book, watch a show, watch a movie.
What shows? What movies?
So I was watching Bridgerton with my wife, which was her decision. But I actually got into it. It was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then on the Saturday, because you don't tee off until pretty late, till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you've got this dead time in the morning to do stuff. So on the Saturday morning, I watched Zootopia with my daughter.
Yeah, that's
which
what
is
you
you're just trying to distract yourself. Anything.
Does she help you? How old is she now?
4.5.
Because you weren't the only McIlroy who scored that weekend. I mean, Poppy, your 4-year-old daughter, 4.5-year-old daughter, did something amazing. Look at this, putting.
Larry's daughter, Iris.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's actually having a sleepover with Iris tonight.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, so they're back together.
They're back together again. The team's back together.
Yeah, which is super, which is awesome. But she got super overwhelmed. I don't think she anticipated the loud cheer. So she got a little overwhelmed. She started to cry a little bit.
Of course.
So I picked her up, and then when we got back to the clubhouse, she wanted to see the video.
Of course. So, it's like, Dad, can I look at it?
Yeah, exactly. So she looked at it, and she's like studying it. And she looked at me and she went, "It's okay, Dad. I don't think they caught me crying." That's all she was worried about. But
Poppy,
it was an awesome
you did
moment.
so well. You were fantastic, Poppy. Congratulations. That was so cool. After you win the Masters, you probably get shout-outs from everybody. Congratulations from everyone in the world.
Yeah.
I know you heard from, Sandler reached out.
Yeah.
Was there anyone out of the ordinary you're like, wow, I can't believe they know me or they care?
I mean, I think, I was sort of overwhelmed with the people that reached out from all different walks of life, culture, entertainment. But the one that got me was Sir Elton John. That was like incredible. So I actually haven't been able to connect with him. So his assistant left me a voicemail and said, Sir Elton would love to congratulate you in person. The only problem is he doesn't have a cell phone. So you might get a call from a number in Windsor, England from a landline. I'm like, sure, that's, but we haven't been able to connect. So I'd love to, to reach out and I just think it's, it's Elton John.
He's an icon.
So
it's
cool.
Amazing. That's so cool of him to do that.
Yeah, so I didn't even know Elton John knew what golf was.
Yes,
so,
I love that. He loves golf. He loves
Yeah.
you. He's the best. He loves supporting people,
Yeah,
too.
it's awesome. So just, super humbled and, the amount of people that reached out. It's been really cool.
And of course, I know Tiger reached out to you as well.
Yeah.
We've done bits together.
We have.
With Tiger. What did he say to you?
He's
on the list with you. You're on
He
the
said,
list.
"Well, welcome to the club, kid." Yeah, which was just so cool. There's, as you said, 6 people ever have achieved the career Grand Slam in golf. There's only four of us are living. Gary Player's 90 years old. Jack's 85, 86, and then Tiger, and then myself. So it's a really cool,
Rarefied air, but
really cool to be a part of.
And out of anyone there, how many people can say that they're actually in Happy Gilmore 2 with Adam Sandler?
There you go.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
He's got his own green jacket.
He's got a different green jacket.
I will preface it, the movie's coming out in July. I'm a much better golfer than I am an actor. So
I know.
Hopefully people don't,
We're excited about it. I mean, obviously, you must be a fan of Happy Gilmore.
So Happy Gilmore was the golf movie for me growing up. I can recite pretty much every line. So the fact that I got the opportunity to do that was awesome. And as you know, Sandler's like the best. He's the absolute best. And I said to him, golfers, we play these pro-ams a lot on Wednesdays, and you're trying to coach the amateurs through. I felt like Happy Gilmore 2 for him was like a pro-am. He was he was producing, he was directing, he was acting, he was trying to coach us through what to do.
Wow.
It was a full-time job for him, but he's a true pro.
He said you're great, Nick. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been nice enough to come on my show for many years. You've been very nice and loyal to me. I appreciate you coming back on. But you've been doing talk shows since your debut when you were 8 years old. You were on a Northern Irish talk show called Kelly.
I was.
And we actually found a clip of this. Take a look at young Rory McIlroy.
Tell us how you practice in the house. How do you do it? It's not putting you're practicing pitching now. So how do you do it?
I chip air balls into my mum's washing machine.
So we've recreated that for you tonight, Roy. Yeah. Your mum's washing machine's here. Her hall carpet's here. We have a few balls. We want to see you chipping a few in. Will you do that?
Yes.
Come on over this way. Let's bring young Rory over this way.
Well, since you've come a long way.
I have come a long way.
You've come a long way. But since you're a Masters winner now, I thought maybe it'd be fun to go back to where it all started. The washing machine, are you up there?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
We're going to do this?
Yeah, here we go.
All right, let's go.
We each have a club.
Yeah.
All right, we have a washing machine, a bucket of balls. First one to chip 3 balls into their washing machine wins.
Okay.
You ready for this?
I mean, yes, as the Masters champion, I should not lose to you. Absolutely should not lose.
Imagine if you lose to me.
That would be the
No, yeah,
worst.
it would be the worst.
That
It
would
could-
be the
yeah, but I
worst.
think I got a
I wouldn't be
chance,
able to
right,
live
guys?
it
Come
down.
on. We got this. All right, we'll go first 1 to 3 win.
Sure.
Ready?
All right.
On your
Are we
mark?
good? Yeah, going at the same time?
Yep.
Okay.
Mark, get set, go.
All right, 1. I was better when I was 8. 2.
I came close.
Okay.
I was getting close. I was getting so close. You're the best, buddy. I'm so happy
Thanks for
you.
having me. Thank you.
That's Rory McIlroy, everybody. You can watch Rory compete at the U.S. Open June 12th through the 15th on NBC USA and streaming on Peacock. We'll be right back with more Tonight Show. Stick around.